Now for unboxing today, we have a nice new Losi LMT 1/18 scale grave digger. I wanted a grave digger I could sort of bash with and all that, and it was finding something to replace the Traxxas grave digger, which was a two-wheel drive, but I converted it to a four-wheel drive. So it's better than it should be. See, there's the grave digger one, and as you can see, it is bigger. But then this is a 1/16, and the Losi is stated 1/18, so that matches up pretty good. I got this from Model Sport, and it was £15 off because the box is damaged. As you can see, there's the damage. But I will repair that and tape it back together as best as possible as and when. It comes with a battery, charger, charge lead, an adapter, so that's good, all well and good. But otherwise they don't really show much else on the box. So let's get it open and have a look. Well, I've pulled the tab at the back on the top, so we'll see how this opens up now. The front lifts down, and then open it up inside. The cardboard has been pushed down, but it hasn't affected the truck, and it pulls out on the base bit. That is held on with cable ties, so we'll get that all out, but we'll look at the rest of it first. There's this piece of cardboard that pulls out with the generic Spectrum radio. I don't mind them, but I'm not a huge fan because of that. The on-off button, it does have a tendency, if you put it in your rucksack, you can knock it on, and I've done that a few times with other controllers like it. There's your charge bits, an adaptation lead for the, if you can just about see it, there's an adaptation lead for batteries, and we've got some batteries. So let's get the rest of it out and we can have a look at it. Now, for its size, I have to admit it's really quietly, nicely detailed. It's has lots of green parts. Seems to be an exhaust hanging down the side here. It's a little 380 motor. So there is brushless options. The links have got metal centres, and this is just by looking. The drive shaft ends are metal with plastic centres. The tyres feel like they've got foam. I can't tell if they're glued. The shocks do seem to have oil in them. That's a good sign. How to get the body off. There's a little turn thing at the front, and there's two at the side. Is that it? It is. Well, that was pretty cool. The servo is just a little Spectrum SX108 analog surface. Anything else I can't really tell you. I don't even know where the on-off switch is. Seems like it has a way of plugging the battery into a socket just here. So let's try that. That is literally the lead at its limit. get in. Well, we got it in the end. I might flip the battery to make that a bit easier, or reroute it a little bit so it's lower. But we got that in. Let's put the power on the controller. That is lit. And I found the on-off switch. Well, it's connected and all that. Let's do the body clips or twists and let's see what happens. Wow, servo's better than I was expected. Seems alright on power. So that's not bad. It's got working headlights, which is really cool. You can get a front bumper for this, and I probably will, because I can see them getting whacked. But the great thing of this over the Traxxas one is you can buy the bodies, and that was the problem with my Traxxas one. They wanted, if I destroyed the body on that one, they wanted a lot of money to replace it, and way above what I would be willing to pay for it. But no, like I said, it's a great little truck. But there's the Traxxas against it. It is huge. But this is the difference. See, what people will say to is this is not a true Monster Jam because of the independent suspension. Whereas the Losi, it's got solid axles, which is how it should be for a Monster Jam. So the thing is, I brought it so I can have a bit of fun indoors and maybe make up some cardboard ramps for when I use it, or have a run with it. And it'll be good for some winter fun. But from what I've seen so far, I like it a lot. It looks good. It feels, it's not as heavy as the Traxxas. But price-wise, original, the Traxxas, because I added the 4x4 and other bits, it's a lot more expensive than this. But this came out at $245. But like I said, that was with £15 off because the tear in the box. And I'm happy to pay £15 less, but just because of that. The thing is, a slightly torn box doesn't worry me at all. I'm not that fussy of a person. So it's going to be a project truck. We're going to have a bash with it. Of course, it's going to go to the skate park and all that. No, I think it's great. It's something I fancied for a while, and I actually was talking about it only the other day with Poor Boys RC. So expect more to come from this.